YouTubers, Vader in the shop. Well, this is a new set of videos that I'm going to do until our illustrious Michigan weather wants to straighten its act up. It's misbehaving again. So, until then, I have to change directions and kind of still do what I've been doing. And there's little projects for the crappy weather. So anyways, this is the Laminar Lip project. And I'm going to kind of try to go through what it is, basically what it has to do, and why you can't use a third-party windscreen, and why you have to have the original windscreen, and all that good stuff. I did find that with this laminar lip, which is this dude here, it on the back side, these things here are those 3M dual locks. That's these here, 3M dual lock, and they're graded in basically in loops per I think in millimeters. I'm not real sure of that. I know they go from like 150 strength up to 450 strength. These are 250, and they made together in kind of a crushing fashion. You can hear them when they crush together, and they are a bear to get apart when they're completely together. And they're pretty good stuff. Now they give you extra ones in the package. These are anchored to, and they say to take a butter knife and peel the other one off, the one that's going to go on your actual windscreen, that adhere to your windscreen area. But anyways, I had this screen here on, and this is the one that's made by 7 Jurock. And if I take the original and lay it on top of the 7 Jurock here, set the video camera up here a little bit. If I lay it on top of this, basically bolt hole for bolt hole, it is a little wider and about 2¼ inches to 2½ inches taller. Well, that's not necessarily the best thing, because it does cause vortexing inside the fairing area. The air kind of travels like this, okay, and bumps right in. You know, it kind of drives right in like this. And the higher this is, the closer it is to your helmet, to your head. You know, could be from the brow to up to the top of your forehead, is where that wind energy is kicking in. And then I found, let me take this off, put this aside. with the laminar lip on the third party one, it goes like this. Okay, it's going to sit basically like that. Well, for it to anchor, this has to, there has to be airspace down here. And with it anchored down there, if I brought this up to where, you know, kind of they say this is supposed to be like the height of it that it's supposed to be at, around in this window here, well, there's no gap. It's all closed up. But if I do that to my original windscreen, which the guy told me you're going to need, if I brought this up into that height in that window or even lower, I got air gap. And you're supposed to have at least a quarter inch to a half an inch air gap. So with the original windscreen, that's something you can accomplish. You can see the gap down there, and what happens is the air goes underneath, hits and goes underneath here and throws it out, you know, throws it up, you know, comes in here, okay, and instead of being deflected at a 90, it's actually thrown out this way. Let me see if I can do this a little differently. See, the air comes in like that. Instead of it being thrown directly at a 90, you know, which it does when it comes in normally, with it coming in like this, it's actually thrown out like that. And what that causes the air to, it causes the air to go past your helmet, above your helmet in theory. And that again is depending on where this is set. And if it's not set right, your air gap difference is changed, and the actual air deflection angle is changed. So you have to experiment with it. Well, the trouble I have now, so I found I got to use this screen. I'm going to have to use this screen. I know that. I can't use my 7 Xerox screen. I know that's out of the question. So, and that's fine, as long as this works, because I can always go back to that. But anyways, that air gap, see, I can put my thumb in it, my finger in here, and that actually, yeah, in fact, I'll use this. You know, I got pretty decent gap here, and that actually changes as you move it up. I still got a good gap. And then the farther up you go, you know, the gap changes a little bit. It increases as it comes down. And then if I pull it back up again, you know, it's quite a difference. But that's where it tells where the angle of air to hit it comes in. You know, when the angle of air comes in, you know, bouncing off of here, it's going to be trapped under here. It's going to, you know, basically vortex in here, and then it's got to come out and above my helmet, and the top of my helmet down as it starts heading towards the brow again. You reduce this. So the game you got to play is that's the adjustment part. They give you kind of the information. They give you a little window of opportunity. They tell you about 2 inches to an inch and a half from the top of your windscreen to the top of this. Well, that's the trick. So the other big problem I got is, how do I anchor this? They say use duct tape. I'm not sure about that. Anyways, how do you anchor this and say, okay, that's, and I drive, 60 miles an hour and test it, take it back on, okay, well, I got to adjust it more, do it again. Adjust it more, I got to do it again, that type of thing. So I have to figure out where my adjustment is by trial and error, and I have to figure out how to adhere that to this temporarily. Once I nail it, that's easy. Just clean the damn thing and stick those on and go. But then if I find I don't like it, or it ain't doing what I thought I was doing, I'll go back to the original one. To my 7 Jurock. But for right now, I got to try to make this work and see what it does. And I'm going to test the living crap out of it. But again, the biggest problem is, how do I get this anchored temporarily at 60 miles an hour? I don't know that. I got to figure that out. Not sure what I'm going to do yet. So anyways, that's the next dilemma. I mean, give you a little instruction page, why they use a 3M dual lock. This is kind of an instruction thing, go by. It says right here, the gap at the center should be 3/4 to 2 inches or so at the center here. From here to here. 3/4 inch to 2 inches at the most. So that would be here or here. That's the difference. The let's see here. The distance, they don't say. Well, let's see here. Where's a where's my God, my kingdom for a ruler. That's right. I had that dilemma here in the shop. I don't have a freaking ruler. I got a tape measure, but I don't have a ruler. So that's all right. We'll use the tape measure. I think I'd break down and get a ruler for in here. Unless I have one, I just don't know where it's at. But anyways, let me lock this down. So, my distance here, the distance here, and it closes in. Closes in, the distance closes in as it comes down. And then it goes up as it goes up too, So, it's going to be a fun project. I'm looking forward to doing this. And it be a little work of art, so to speak, but that's my challenge first. I got to figure out how to temporarily hold that. It's going to withstand that kind of pressure, that kind of speed, and not fly off on me. So anyways, that's the Laminar project, video number 1, and comments are welcome. I appreciate everybody watching that does watch. I hope if anybody's looking at something like this, can learn something from it maybe. If they have any experiences or comments on it, please please throw them out there. This is going to be kind of in reference to a another Laminar Lip video that kind of clued me into this thing a little bit. So, and I'll put that link down at the bottom, and give you his channel. I can't remember his name, his handle at the top of my head, but anyways, that's it for now. This is Vader out.